Welcome to another episode, Focus in Finance. I'm Shirley Luu, your host for the day. And I tell you, every episode is going to be an exciting episode. Today, I've been fortunate enough and lucky enough to have a good friend of mine that I happened to met recently, is Christina Royster. Welcome on the show, Christina.
Thank you so much, Shirley. I'm so happy to be on the show.
Oh, let me tell you, what's so impressed me about her, this one smart woman. I tell you, she's have wonderful way of being able to help other businesses excel. And I thought, what a great way to bring someone on the show to help the rest of you out there that who wants to get ahead in the, as a business owner, how do you market yourself, how do you do that? But before I do that, Christina, can you please tell the audience a little bit about your background and your company and all that?
Certainly. So my name is Christina Royster and I am owner of Big Media Agency. We are an integrated marketing communications firm. We use every tool and tactic available in the marketing communications space to tell resonant stories about businesses, large and small.
Wow, that's amazing. So how long have you been around?
So actually, I founded my LLC back in 2010.
Wow.
So for quite a while, and I've worked in marketing communications since 2007. But Big Media Agency has been really running full throttle under this new name. I had to rebrand. Rebranding is always a good idea.
Oh, of course.
Since 2022. And we have amazing clients like Maryland Public Television.
Wow.
And we have some entertainment clients, the legendary actor, director, producer Bill Duke.
Okay.
And also one of our clients was on the show The Later Daters on Netflix.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So, running, of course, when it comes to marketing and all these things, and sometimes, people get connotation that, oh my gosh, it's going to cost me a lot of money. I may not have a budget for it, or you're going crazy, all these kind of things. So tell them, can you ease people out there a little bit about your agency and how the process? Yeah.
Absolutely. So just to set the record straight, actually, if you're running a successful business, you should allocate 10% of your revenue to marketing.
Okay.
Marketing is a very, very important aspect of business. However, at Big Media Agency, we create incredible marketing communications plans to capitalize on some of the things that business owners don't always think about when they're working on marketing their businesses. For example, grassroots marketing. It's a very, very powerful way to extend your budget, extend your means, and reach your customer.
Okay.
And we customize grassroots marketing plans for our clients because, it may include, you may have a special event. You may need to do some sort of pop-up event during a festival or during some other planned event. Really need to use creativity and really broaden your opportunities as well as, your bottom line in terms of your dollar.
So, when I think of in terms of marketing and things like that for an individual, even me as a business owner, you always think, okay, do I get on TV like now? or do I use social media to do my things? Or do I get on radio? Oh, no, then I got the other day, 100 magazines coming at you. And then you get, no, let's do, TikTok. No, let's do Instagram. Oh my God, I'm confused, right? So as a marketing guru, tell me, what's your thoughts on all that?
So the first thing you need to do is figure out exactly what works. What's going to reach your target audience? What's going to move them? How effective are your calls to action?
Okay.
Social media is definitely a mainstay today. And there are ways to utilize your social media platform to really, extend your opportunities beyond what your budget liability is. But the real answer is you need to create a marketing mix. You need to do some of all of it. Yeah. And it's a very, very important task in terms of having a full marketing plan that reaches everyone that you need to reach and actually converts them to customers. So, you definitely need a resonant Instagram account.
Wow.
But you also probably need a TikTok, especially if you're selling goods.
Okay, so I agree with you all those, except as a business owner, sometimes I'm so bad. I don't have time. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? You know, because you always think, and then you froze on radio, TV, or sometimes I have to do many take at one time. I don't, on TV, I'm a little bit easier. You guys know I'm spontaneous, I don't care, it's kind of easier. But when it comes to those daggone advertising things I have to do, like, take one, take 50. What's your thoughts on those?
Then if you're concerned about how you present on television, you definitely need to call me at Big Media Agency, because we have media training that will help you to feel at ease on camera. One of the things that I use to advise my customers is to focus on the rule of threes.
Okay.
Because you can remember three things.
Okay.
If you want to make 3 points to your customer while you're on television, Shirley, I want to convince you that businesses need to do 3 things.
Okay.
They need to plan. They need a marketing plan. They need a partner, like a big media agency, and they need a budget. Those 3 things will help them succeed in business as it relates to their marketing. So you can remember 3 things, right? See how I was able to spit that out?
Wow.
So that's one of the tips that we would give any client who would want to seek us out for media training.
Okay, she just taught me something to you guys. So I want to practice it. Okay, folks out there, you need to plan for your retirement. Is that good?
That's great.
You need to find a partner. That's me. And my team, or whoever you have out there when it comes to your financial planning, right? And you need to have a budget, which means you need to set aside some really good money, or a little bit of money, or a lot of money. I don't care, but you have to have a budget. Oh gosh, you taught me that.
Perfect.
Oh, last thing I'm going to add. You need to execute.
Yes.
It doesn't do any good if you plan. It doesn't do any good if you have a partner. It doesn't do any good if you have a budget. But if you don't implement that, it's useless. So that's foreplay.
I think I may have to change my rule to 4 parts instead of 3.
Well, you know, I love it, you know, because I'm sure, like in the marketplace, I'm like you know, you're trying to get people to focus and plan how to grow, you know, their business. And the way to do it, you can't just do it same thing over and over and expect the same result.
That's absolutely true. You have to be brave enough to try new things.
Can you tell my audience to do that out there too when it comes to that?
Yes. As it relates to marketing communications and as it relates to finance, you have to be brave enough to try new things. Because if you don't try something new, you won't know exactly what's going to work for you.
You know, it's so funny. Last night I had this Zoom call with this vice president of a financial firm, right? And I, okay. So he's on the call with me along with the other associates. And the things I was sharing with him, he's like, nope, not true, not real, never heard of it, and it doesn't exist.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and I'm like, and you are what? And I said, let me guess, I know where you're working. I'm not going to say any name. But because I said, look, here's the bottom line. Just like your marketing thing, you're going to share people a lot of new ideas, and you can say, wow, I never heard of that, or you sure it's going to work? They're skeptic in everything that you do, but the key thing is if you're a business owner and you're smart enough, intelligent enough, do your research.
Absolutely. Research is a key component of everything we do in marketing communications. And even consumers utilize research more so in their consumer buying processes. For example, that's what consumer reviews are all about. People go to their phone or to the web to do research.
And that's why, you know, whenever I talk to my clients or my team talk to my clients at Shirley Luu Associates, I don't do business with you on the first try. I don't do business on the second try. Because I said, look, I'm going to give you a lot of information. You need to do your due diligence homework.
Absolutely.
And if it's absolutely, after you research and look at it, give it to your attorney. I don't care. Give it to your CPA. Then we're ready to push the button on that. Because it's all about understanding of what it is that you have. And at the end of the day, you know, why would you want to operate in the old industry when it comes to marketing? Right?
You have to be current. Marketing communications is changing so quickly. And of course, with the advent of AI, you know, you have to keep up with all of these trends. And as a business owner, you can't just do it by yourself. You need a partner who has the experience, the trajectory, understands how the industry has evolved over time. And that's the same thing I would imagine in the financial industry, right?
Oh my God, I tell my folks, I look at your old stuff and compare it to the new stuff, and they're like, ah. And you know, the funny thing is sometimes, I know you probably face the same problem, where people get into the old mode, they just
Yes.
kept want to do the same thing over and over again
Yes.
and getting the same results.
Yes, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, but they also keep doing it in the same way.
Oh, I agree. I agree,
You know?
good.
So you have to mix things up. As I said, you know, you have to try and see what works. You have to do that with everything, right? With your
Yeah.
hairstyle, with your wardrobe, even with your children.
Huh, children, yeah. Oh, they're another one. They know a lot.
They know too much.
They know more than I.
My little one knows way too much.
No, it's not just my children. It's not my granddaughters.
Oh,
I don't know if you have, you know. I don't know if you have any grandkids. You know.
No, not yet. No,
Not
my
yet.
oldest daughter is 22, so it'll be a while.
Okay, well, I can send you mine for you to test drive. You know.
Sure, I'd love to send them to Auntie Christina for a visit.
Well, you know, Christina, this has been such an incredible, you know, things. I want to congratulate you on the success that you have. You know, look, guys, when it comes to marketing kind of things like that, you know, reach out to her. You know, Christina, you want to give your contact number information, please?
Yes, so they can reach me on the web at bigmediaagency.com. They can reach me via email at hello@bigmediaagency.com, and I'll give you my personal hotline. It's 240-277-8663.
Oh, I like that word, hotline. If you want to get in touch with my hotline as well, 703-608-1203. And you can find me on Google anyway, you guys, Shirley Luu Associates.com, or you can, if you want to Google Shirley Luu, you can Google Shirley Luu. I'm everywhere. By the way, I operate in 50 states, so not just the local DMV area. So with that being said, Christina, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Until the next time, audience, remember, keep cool because it's now July. It's very hot. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode. But remember one thing I always tell you, okay? We rise by uplifting others. Until next time.